My name is Francis Seeley. I'm 84 years old, and I come to Lead Hill basically when I was a kid, about 5 or 6 off and on. I was born in Lawrence, Kansas. My dad died when I was 4. So my mother brought me down here most of the time, and all my relation lived here. The Trimbles and Jenkins and them. And I run away from home and come down here when I was in the 10th grade because I loved Arkansas and the people that was in it. Back then you couldn't find the older generation any nicer and more honest than you ever seen. I live 9 miles from Lead Hill up on Peel Mountain and come to school every day down here. In about in 1946, 45 or 46, Buck Green and Art Sherlock brought a rodeo to town and started the first rodeo in this part of the area down here. And it lasted for several years. I rode in it quite a bit. And then in the old town, back in 46, 47, 48, more than 50% of the people rode horses to town. And they would tie their horses up at the old cotton gin, the old cotton gin scales. The older generation would play poker and the cotton gin. And you'd tie your horses to hitching racks along the stores on the street. And at one time, Lead Hill had 3 movies going. And even had little bands to play in the music to attract the people. And it wasn't nothing to ride a horse from here to 9 miles to Peel Mountain bareback. We all, as kids at my age at that time, always rode bareback because you couldn't afford a saddle. And I had a very nice horse. I'd come to town 3 or 4 times a week, sometimes twice a day, and I could turn around at nighttime going home, lay down on my horse's back backwards, and he would take me all the way home. And if it come to a gate or something, he'd stop. I'd get off, open the gate, get back on. He'd take me on home. And that was when there was pretty woolly country back there then. But one of the main things I remember about horses is being a lot of us rode horses to town was one Saturday, I guess, 8 or 9 boys from Pro Tem, Arkansas come over, and they lined up abreast across the street of Lead Hill, and you would have thought Jesse James come to town. All the little sissy Arkansas Lead Hill boys and people moved out of their way, and they rode down the street of Lead Hill, and like I say, looked like Jesse James. They looked bad.